morning and welcome back to another Tax Tip Tuesday here with Sarah Berry CPA in Texarkana, Texas. So today we are going to be talking about what is the difference between tax preparation and tax planning. So tax preparation is what happens at the end of the year when you bring your tax return into your CPA and we prepare your tax return for you. Tax preparation is historical. It is backwards looking. It is compliance because we have to comply with the IRS and state taxing authorities and file the required tax returns or you get in trouble. So it is compliance. So what is tax planning on the other hand? So tax planning is forward looking. It is more than compliance. It is, we want to know what happened in prior years and prior months because that definitely does tell us what's going to happen in the future. But more than what happened, we want to know how can we dictate what happens in the future to reduce our tax liabilities so that we can keep more of the money that we earn because we work really hard for our money. We want to keep more of our tax dollars. So tax planning is very forward-looking. It is more than compliance because the IRS doesn't care if you do tax planning or not. You have to file your tax return for last year, but they don't require you to do tax planning for the future. So it's definitely more than compliance. Now, this is not to say that when you come in to prepare your tax return at the end of the year that you don't get an occasional tax planning nugget. It's very possible when your CPA does your tax return that we will look at it and say, oh goodness, so you need to change the way you're doing this. A, B, and C would save you X amount of dollars on your tax return. It's very possible in the tax preparation process that you will get some advice on what to do going forward. It's very probable. But you know that with tax season, CPAs and tax preparers are very busy. We are swamped because we have to do so many tax returns during that short amount of time that we're not able to dedicate the amount of time possible to a tax return to sit down and really have a long meeting with you and do some brainstorming and get to know our clients in the way that we would like to know when we do tax planning. So tax planning typically happens in the latter part of the year after our busy season is over. So tax planning, we do appointments August through December even to meet with our clients and say, okay, let's take your tax return from the prior year. Let's take your income expenses for this year and let's sit down and talk about your taxes. So during that meeting, we like to get to know our clients on a personal level and find out what are your goals? What does success look like for you? I'm amazed every time I meet with a client and I ask them, what does success look like for you? Because for some of my clients, success looks like, I want to make enough money to pay my bills, but I really want to spend a lot of time with my family. That's what success looks like for them. Other clients may say, hey, listen, I'm on the verge of retirement. Success for me looks like I need to make as much money as I can right now and stick it back so that I can retire in a few years. So that's success for me. So it all depends on the client, their individual situation, and where they are in their life for what success looks like. And we, as CPAs and tax planners, have to know that before we can do real tax planning. And that takes time. That's why we can't just do that during the tax preparation process. So hopefully this has been a starter to explain the difference between tax preparation, which is historical and compliance only, and tax planning, which is forward thinking and dictating the future of the tax returns and reducing tax liabilities going forward. Thank you so much for watching.